Welcome everyone, bienvenidos to the European Chatbot and Conversational AI Summit Ibero-American Edition 2021. I am Diego Gosmar and I'm the head of the international operations at Ingo Group. Let me share my presentation now. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about conversational AI and customer care application for that. For people who don't know me, I'm managing the international market and operations at Ingo, a customer relationship specialized company with the headquarters in Italy and running international operations all over the world. And I've also, by the way, written recently a book about artificial intelligence and machine learning. It's called Machine Learning, the Sixth Chakra of Artificial Intelligence. And you can find that out on Amazon if you're interested. One of our flagship product solution is called Xcolli. That's an omnichannel customer care solution. During previous years and also recently, we've been able through our API to integrate the solution with external artificial intelligence and machine learning tools like Google Dialflow, Amazon Lex, and many others. Let's now get back a little bit to a few years ago, how normally the customer service was managed. So mainly by voice, basic voice communication with IVR, with a lot of menu usually and submenu and so on and so forth. And of course, human agent behind that to engage the customer service. What we have now, one of the main trends in the customer service space is, first of all, the omni-channel capability. Also, Xcolli, our customer care solution, provides you the ability to interact with the customers via voice, email, chat, SMS, and through our API, you can even add more and more channels, communications like Facebook, Twitter, and multiple other messaging platforms, WeChat, WhatsApp, and so on and so forth. Recently, we've been able also to add a video communication channel focused on the customer care market. So omnichannel for sure is one of the trends. The other one, very much important for what we are going to see now, and I'm talking about conversational AI, is all the topic about machine learning and artificial intelligence. Apart from the complex algorithms, deep learning, reinforcement learning, and many others you can find on the market, really it's very much important to have a good quality of data today. Someone in the past told us data is the new oil, and it's just like that. Having good data is the key for the success in machine learning. And of course, the customer care space has the ability to provide a lot of data. Usually, a contact center has and own a lot of customer data. Imagine all the voice recordings, customer messages, a large amount of data. The key is to have a good quality of those data and to be able to process the data, so to feed the proper machine learning algorithms to make some predictions. And when we talk about conversational AI, one of the key benefits of machine learning is the ability right now to mix together complex machine learning algorithms like deep learning, recurrent neural network, for example, with natural language processing. So speech recognition, but not just speech recognition, also the ability to process natural language. So if we put together omni-channel capabilities and natural language processing and machine learning AI, what we get is the ability to provide a customer with a conversational AI, or if we just restrict that to the voice channel, intelligent virtual assistant as well. few figures about the conversational AI market for customer service. It's expected to grow a lot. As you can see here, average 22% compound annual growth rate from 2020 to 2025. So why are we going to use conversational AI more and more in the future? So this is Joe. He is a customer. He just ordered something on some food on an e-commerce. He has some issue with the order. He wants to get in touch with the customer service. So he is going to contact the customer service operation. And this is usually what is presented to. An IVR with some menu, several choices, sometimes complex setup and complex information to be dialed, some digit code, customer information. Probably something can go wrong, and Joe and probably the usual customer is not that happy, as you can see, with legacy system. If we use conversational AI in that case, what we are going to do is to leverage on machine learning and AI in order to provide a natural language understanding via human-to-machine interface. What are the benefits of that? First of all, avoid complex submenu and IVR menu where the customer gets frustration. In this way, by using natural language processing conversational AI, it's the customer that is going to drive the conversation. And the benefit is that the customer can really speak with a robot, but this time by using natural language. Many of the conversational AI tools has the ability to be programmed by using intent. And thanks to intent, I can identify customer request. I can just input some basic sentences, and then the machine from those kind of input will elaborate and will be able to recognize also more complex phrases and requests by the customer, meaning the same thing. So it's really about the scalability and the possibility to make the training to the machine with few example of phrases and few utterances in jargon. And based on that, the machine will be able to build some prediction and recognize the meaning of the actions and the wishes of the customer. That's the key point. Many of the machine learning conversational AI solutions are designed to learn by experience, so they can continuously improve themselves. When we look at the natural language processing, it's also very much important to keep track of the sequence of the words of the past conversation. And some technique like recurrent neural network or long short-term memory algorithms can help you with that. Finally, most part of those tools are designed to be integrated with external applications. It's very, very interesting that during a conversation, they can connect to some external database, call some external API, either to perform some actions like confirm an order, check and book a reservation, or check some information, okay, the status of the customers or something like that. I'm gonna now show you 3 ways to work with conversational AI. There were, I called it pure conversational AI or intelligence voice assistant. It means that the customer is going to talk with a kind of voice bot or conversational AI tool, and that's all, okay? There are no other interactions. So everything is performed between the customers and the robot. It's okay, but it's not, in my opinion, the best way to do that. Hybrid conversational AI is better because we have in this situation a robot engaging the conversation with the customer, but whenever the level of confidence of the conversation drop below some threshold, then is able to route the conversation to a human agent, and this human agent will be able to take care of the remaining conversation with the customer, solving his problems, hopefully. We will see an example later on, okay, a short video about that. And finally, the best one is the Omnichannel hybrid conversational AI. So what I just showed you, voice bot, customer, and forward to agents, but for all the other channels as well. Okay, so the possibility to use this model cross-channel based, so either with voice, chat, email, messages, and so on and so forth. Let's see a practical example with our solution Xcolli. What you can do, it's for a customer to engage the customer service and interact with a voice bot or an Omnibot, a conversational AI system, okay? We call some external API like the Dialogflow or Lex one, and after that, according to the hybrid model, we are able, in case we need to do that, to forward the conversation from the customer to a human agent as well, okay? So it's really hybrid here, the situation. This is an example of conversation flow. It's important to be able to use proper API and keep track of the conversation as well. It's now time to show you a quick video. It's a concept about some guy who wants to get in touch with the customer service to organize a winery tour or a wine tour with his wife. And yeah, it's good because you will see the example of the hybrid conversation I was talking about. So let's have a look at that.
Welcome to the Italian Food and Wine Assistant. How can I help you?
Hello, I'd like to have some information about the wines available in this Italian region, please.
Barolo and Barbaresco are two of the best wines you can find here in Piedmont.
Where could I taste such wines?
We would recommend Cantina L'Amore, for example.
Which motorway can I get through here, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch you. Let me transfer to our operator, please. Hello, Mr. John. I see you have requested some information about wine tasting. How can I help you more?
I hope that you enjoyed the video. I want to now talk about an Xcolli case study, a pretty original way, I think, to use conversational AI for marketing operations. So one of our partners, Initial Soluciones in Spain, engaged a customer, a startup actually. They needed to promote its service. They are an alarm system and surveillance system solution. Problem is that they don't have so many agents in the customer care. And so they need to find a proper way to filter the marketing outbound calls, and in order to get in touch with hot leads that are really interested in having a conversation about what they do, so the alarm systems in this case. And so thanks to the integration between Xcolli and, in this case, Google Dialogflow, they've been able to design a proper conversational AI in order to engage with the prospect first, filter the prospect really interested in the alarm system, and then forward those kind of prospect to the human agents. This is our drag and drop IVR designer, used also for conversational AI. And this is the Zoom part where we connect with the external AI system, and we perform some other operations like callback and so on and so forth. So how basically it works is that the ex-colleague dialer is going to call the potential customers. Whenever a customer get in touch and answer the phone, he is presented with a conversational AI robot that with a nice and gentle conversation will try to understand if the prospect could be interested or not in the alarm system. If yes, then okay, the conversational AI will put the customer in touch with the human agent. Nothing, of course, will be done, and the reason will be noted. And if the customer is interested, but maybe later to talk with the agents, maybe tomorrow or later on in the day, then the number of the customer is simply noted, and our callback applications will take care of that, calling back the customer later. Some figures about that. The use of such conversational AI meant a lot of improvement in the customer care agent performance, because of course, agents are presented with the most part of the customer really interested in buying those kind of alarm system. The other thing is that thanks to the nice conversation that the conversational AI system gets with the customer, the engagement is much better. So the possibility to convert the potential customer is improved a lot, 30% more or less. And this is compared to a traditional IVR system where you will be presented with a synthetic voice and somebody telling you to press some digits or make some strange choices. Of course, it's not everything easy like it seems to be. There are challenges when you want to design a proper conversational AI solution. One of that is you need to find new skills in your customer care, or generally speaking, your company, because of course, you will need a proper data scientist or analyst and people who can design your conversational AI flow properly. Second challenge is that since the customer space is getting more and more omnichannel, we will probably need to use several kinds of different algorithms for multiple channels, and things can get more complex. That's also an opportunity on another side, because if we are able to mix together the results of several machine learning algorithms, one for each channel, then we can get a combined version of the prediction, in this case, that will be more accurate. So we will be able at the end of the day to provide a better service to the customer. Well, that's all. It brings me to the end of my presentation. I tried to provide you an overview of the conversational AI benefits focused on the customer care space. I hope that you enjoyed my presentation. If you want to have any conversation with me or you need more information, please email me, check our website, or get in touch with me on Twitter at Diego Gosmar. I'm looking forward to speaking with you all. Thank you very much for having me here. Keep in touch.